before you do any electrical work, always make sure you disconnect your negative 10mm wrench. Loosen up the nut and just spin her off. Remove the engine cover, 10mm socket. And just lift it up. To remove the air box, I'm going to start with the vent hose on the valve cover. I'm going to squeeze this clamp with my fingers. Get that off. Then I'm going to take the harness off. This is the mass airflow sensor. Squeeze down this tab and pull. Then we have the purge vent. That's for the evap system. Squeeze on the tab and push. Now I've got a pair of needle nose pliers so that I can undo these clips. Squeeze the tab, lift that up. Take the harness out of the air box. Now I'm going to take the air duct hose off the throttle body. I'm going to remove the little vacuum hose here. There's a clamp. You can squeeze it with your fingers and slide the clamp up the hose. And spin the hose, pull it off. This is an 8mm socket. I'm gonna loosen that clamp up. Now I'm gonna go to the air box to see these clamps. Pop these clamps off. And pull the lid off. And take the hose right off the throttle button. Now with that out of the way, I can now see the wire harness. Squeeze the two ears on that, pop that through. There should be one more hose. So here's the other evap hose. One last clamp, little squeeze tabs. That through. Now we can put this safely aside. So the cam sensor is located on the driver's side of the back of the head, right above the transmission. You've got two wires, a yellow and a blue. The connector is facing down towards the throttle body. So squeeze that tab and pull the connector off. Mounting screw is right here. It's a 10mm socket. Pull the socket up there. Bolt out of the way, grab the socket, just wiggle and pull. There's an O-ring in there that's stopping it from popping out. Might get a flat-headed screwdriver. I'm just going to wedge it right there, pull at the same time. To reinstall the new one, I put a little dab of oil on the O-ring so it will go in a little smoother. Just push, twist. There you go. Line the bolt hole up. Put the bolt in. I'm going to torque this to 8.9 foot-pounds. And reattach the connector. Make sure you hear it click. Okay, we're going to take the top air cover and I'm going to put the two back teeth in the spot right there. And all at the same time, I'm going to throw the air intake hose on, throttle body. Push that down. I'm going to do the clips first. Two clips. Put this hose on. Clamp to go back on. Now don't forget the vent hose back here for this evap. And then it's just a little butterfly. You can easily use your fingers for that. And now we can get the harness and rehook it up. So we'll follow the clip. That goes down there. Put that in that fold. Bring the connectors over. This connector goes right there. Connect the mass airflow sensor and the evap solenoid. and then put this bracket back there. Now we have the vent hose down here. I'm going to slide right over, close the butterfly clamp, and mount it in the bracket. 8mm socket, and we're going to tighten the throttle body hose. Make sure that's tight. You don't want any air leaks. So now you can put your engine cover back on, line up. This one, the stud actually came out with the nut. That happens, it's not a big deal. Start it by hand, put the nut on this side, 10mm socket, and just snug them up. Now we're done, we can put our negative battery cable back on. And 10mm wrench. Make sure it seats all the way down on the post.